Hey, welcome back to Everything Fly Fishing. And this is a rainy day. I had no work in the construction field, so I thought I'd bring you a fly. We're going to tie the red quill. That's right. So, stay tuned to this video. Check it out. I'm going to show you step by step how to tie this fly. Check it out. And at any time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And right down in this side, right here, there should be a little fish emblem. If you click that at any time you like this video, subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. We got well over 100 videos, so make sure you check them all out. All the tying videos. And we're updating old videos to make them clearer, better, so you can see them better. And we're updating videos, old tie patterns all the time. So, subscribe so you don't miss anything. Now, let's go on to the...
Get a grip on your bad self, learn to love the game. Get on down to the roulette wheel, and pray that the end comes and wheels will win its way. The hotel's not alive, and the mystery's not the why. Oh no, silk is not the cry.
This video is being brought to you by Team Hanging Outdoors. Go check out their videos, and go check out the Country Store and Fly Shop in Waterville, PA, where they have you'll find out what's hatching. You can buy rods, you can buy tipping material, you can buy tying material. They have about it all. You can buy a new reel, new rod. I know everybody wants a new reel and rod. Well, go check out the Country Store and Fly Shop in Waterville, PA today. And tell them we sent you. Everything Fly Fishing, we sent you. And go check out Gary at the Watsontown Flea Market. And if you go check out him any Sunday and tell him we sent you, you get a 10% discount on anything you buy from Gary. We start this fly by debarbing the hook to make hook removal a lot easier. So if you practice catch and release, make sure you remove the barb. Now, to get the wing placement on this fly, you want to go halfway down the hook shank, then halfway from that in that distance, and that's where you want to tie your wing on. Now what we're going to use is a lemon wood duck feather, and when we went through them, we pick out the darkest ones we can find for this fly, and use the lighter ones for some other fly, but in this fly we want to use the darkest ones. And then we want to cut out that middle main part of the feather. We want to cut that out, and then you'll have you can see what it'll look like. And now we're going to clump that wood duck. Oh, by the way, video editor showed up. He says he's doing too much editing. He's going to be here to help me out so I don't have to do as much editing. But you want to clump that together, just grabbing much hair as you can, or much of that fibers as you can. And you want to tie that in, measure it, and tie it in. Now, people have been asking me, how come my thread wants to jump forward as soon as I do that first wrap? Well, here I got an idea for you. Take your bobbin and spin it counterclockwise, and then when you wrap that first thread wrap, it'll stay right close up to your fingers, and you won't have a small head of the fly or a really little wing. So you just spin it to counterclockwise, then wrap it around. And then you want to put thread wraps behind it. Go back down to where you cut that off. You want to cut that off at an angle so you can start tapering your body. And you want to wrap back up in front of that wood duck wing. pull the wood duck back, thread wraps in front of it, come behind the wing and go in the middle of it, and that'll split your wing. And once you have that, then you want to do figure 8. So if this was your wings, 2 wings, boom, boom, you want to go in and out and in and out like that. And only do as many as you need to split that wing. Then pull it back more in front of it and it'll pop it straight up and you'll have a split wing. Now you want to grab 2 big feathers off the back of your hackle neck. Ones you know, the ones that are really big that you won't never tie a fly that big, most likely. So you grab them and you're going to use some of the side feathers to tie in here as your tail. Then you're going to strip all the hackles off of them. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. Now you can take the 2 feathers you got the little section of tail material out of, and you're going to totally strip them, all the feather material, all the fibers off of them, so you just have a bare stem. And you want these to be close to about the same size because it's so much easier to wrap them. If you have one bigger and one smaller, you're going to have a heck of a time wrapping them. So make them about the same size. And then you're going to tie them in, go back into your pointing time, go back into where your tail starts with the thread, and then go back up behind the wing, right behind the wing, and then you're going to head cement it. Okay, now you're going to grab them 2 hackles you have stripped, and you're going to start right in front of the tail, and you want to keep them as close together as you possibly can. And then each wrap you want to keep as close together, so you don't get too big of gaps in between them hackles, them stripped hackle fibers. You don't want a big gap in there. If you get a little gap in there and they're not perfect, I wouldn't stress it. I've been catching fish with them like that. I've gapped them a couple times and don't seem to make a difference to the fish. But anyway, so you wrap that all the way up in behind the wing. Now you're gonna, before you cut that off, you're gonna run that up towards the eyelet of the hook, and you're gonna use that to build up the head. Now we're gonna gauge our two hackle feathers that we're gonna tie in. Now we're gonna tie them hackles in, and we're gonna leave them stick out up to the eyelet, and use that to build up the head. Now I realize the head of this fly when I'm tying this is kind of bulky. See, now I want to never run them hackle stems up to build up the head when I'm using this high denier of thread, but I wanted to show you how to do it. So the head might be a little bulky. I guarantee you I will show you a fish caught with that fly with a head like that. I will show you on the water when I catch one. I'll show it to you. You won't believe me. I'll show it to you. But yes, if you use a finer denier thread, you want to build up that head. And this will help you. And it'll make a flat platform to tie your hackles, to wrap your hackles around the hook shank. We're going to start wrapping these hackles. We're going to do 2 behind the wing, 2 in front of the wing with both hackles. Then we are going to tie them off, pull all the fibers back, form our head. We're not going to do too many wraps. And then we're going to whip finish it and head cement it. And there you have it, the finished fly. Okay, now let's get a closer look at that fly. Hey, I hope you liked that video. If you love that video and don't want to miss any more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down here, or at the end of our video, there'll be a little button. And you can check out our playlist at the end of the video. That is really good March Brown imitation. And fish have taken that when there wasn't a March Brown. When there was just sulfurs. Or It's amazing. That fly really works. And I had to cover. I'm going to a strange creek. I never been fished before this weekend. Well, it's raining today, so if the water's down, hell, I'll probably go if the water's up. If it's not too high. So we're gonna go fishing some other creek, which we got a couple in mind that we haven't checked out. If you haven't ever checked them out, make sure you check out Pine Creek. If you're coming to Pennsylvania, the fishing there is awesome. We'll put a thing up here where you can check out the fish they stock. It's amazing, big fish. And then you can stop in and there's stores along the way. The one in the advertisement at the beginning, you can stop in the Slate Run and talk to them about the hatches. You can find out at the country store what the hatches are. These are two good destinations to stop. And tell them we sent you. And if you haven't yet, check out our Patreon page. Now, this is important of our Patreon page is that we aren't getting any money. I have not got a dime off ads yet, so our Patreon helps us give us money to keep bringing you videos or to give you better videos, actually. More patrons we get, the better cameras we can buy, the better videos we can bring you, all in this. And I have a little thing to bring up to you. We want to start a small business where we record videos, your fishing videos on the creek, and send you a DVD later. And we're thinking about starting a GoFundMe to start our capital for this business. We'll have the cameras we want to buy and everything. I want to know what you think. If you're watching this right now, go below this video and comment. And tell me you think you'd be interested in that business. Of course, we'll do weddings and any other events, but the main thing we want to do is bring your fishing video, be there, record it, and so you always have a memory of that day on the water. So tell me what you think in your comments. Think if there'd be an interest in this business. Think if we should get started in this. It's just an idea I came across. I love your feedback. And like I said, tie some of these red quills up. They're awesome. They work really well as a March Brown pattern. So tie them up and have them ready to go because it is season. And don't forget back to tie our drakes. Here in Pennsylvania, the drakes are coming off. The March Browns are coming off. I've seen a sulfur, which I'm going to cover maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We're going to cover that in the next couple of days because we have a lot of rain days coming. Terrible. Fishing's terrible. But the news from Pine Creek is they might be fishing into June. Maybe at the end of June. Because the water temperatures won't get too warm. That would be killer. So, let's pray. So, thank you for watching our videos. Go check out all of our other videos. And keep our subscribers going. We love you, all your subscribers. You guys are awesome. And thank you very much. Hey, welcome to the end of the video where you can see our tying videos here, our fishing videos here, our Monday shows there, and subscribe right here. And please do. You don't want to miss any of our videos. We're tying, and fishing. So don't miss them. Subscribe. Keep your lines wet, out of the trees, and only give them fish a sore lip.